team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, Dave Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Bruins will kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Michigan State's offense is on the field for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent on this one, Dave.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give to the back. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Physical running. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are. Physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man, it's Childs. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Snares it outside, it's McCray. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. The Spartans are in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
These third downs, man, they're critical down in distances. When you have mobile quarterbacks, it's just so great to know that, one, they can get it throwing it for your offense, but two,
into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
and that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCLA's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, Does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops hoping for a chance today.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. He's got it. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Right back to the well. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. First down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Childs. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Outside the pocket, lets it go. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll go to the counter. Running into the open space. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out in the air. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
How nice is it as a play caller on a critical third down in a pretty obvious passing situation when you've got a guy like this that can just take off and go get you the first down, right? There's no panic. Nothing's open downfield. Great job in coverage, but that's not a problem because I just know it's like backyard football again. Growing up as a kid, he just takes off. He's a better athlete than anybody you've got, and he gets the first down.
So now it's second and long. Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off.
Lets it fly deep downfield. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the D denied him on second and goal. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Get it out on the screen. Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And the extra point was good to finish things off. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Looking for blockers. And the returner goes down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got it in the middle. It's McCray. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They believe they can run right here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
all you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
All right, defense, you've got to get this guy on the ground. You're doing a good job winning one-on-ones, and we're going to see them blitz, and they're going to be able to mix and match some of these pressures, but you've got to finish the play. It's not going to be enough to get him off his launch point. This quarterback can hurt you on the move.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Using the quick game. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. And the Spartans are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was in that last one.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 40. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling. And he showed it to you right there.
Snow. By the defense. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. And the Spartans had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Spartans! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Under fire. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And the Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
Yeah, two biggest things are you got to protect the quarterback, and the QB cannot throw a pick here in this situation. If you do those two things, you got an opportunity here to steal some points.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Collier. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job.
He'll take a shot. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing.
We're just about ready to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Bruins decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Turning it on!
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Sparty! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
He'll pull it on the read. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Dropping back, it's Childs. Trying to set up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Try to get it to the edge. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Offense has gained momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
He'll get rid of it. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Now on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Michigan State! And the pummeling has started. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
31, UCLA, 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Here's the pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. You've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. Has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. He's got it along the sideline. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
After 50. Good enough for a 1st down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen.
31, UCLA, 7.
Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. To the air, it's Iamaleava. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Finds his man in the middle. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Bruins have this offense rolling. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little...
Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
UCLA.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll leave it with him. Fights off a defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Complete on the comeback. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Going to the ground. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here's a heat. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got his man. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Slings it downfield. He's open on the right. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Childs. The screen, and watch out. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires on the move. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking for the end zone. And he makes the grab in the back of the end zone, but the officials are all over it, signaling incomplete. He was out of bounds. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And it's no good. He missed it. Well, the field goal didn't quite make it through, but still an 18-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Flores. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo.
We knew coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He's got it inside the 25. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here lately.
And It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they will score! Touchdown, UCLA! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. A few anxious moments there, but the hands team, true to its name, as they make the grab and get the ball. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
They'll run the toss. Got the first down and more. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. It's a really nice run.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Now the play fake. He'll throw it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. To throw, it's Childs. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this hook.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. South Alabama handled its business today, and given what the week was like in Mobile, that is saying something. This is a focused group, and it's reflected in that final score. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the Fun Belt, and that certainly held true again today.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. Got some room to run. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're